Hey, how's everybody doing today? My name is Ricardo Cordew, and I want to welcome you to the Walk With Me Challenge, day number 11. So I wanted to come over here and talk with you. And, you know, with Walk With Me Challenge, we've been doing, we dedicate at least 30 minutes every day for 21 days straight from walking, some type of exercise. And as we've been walking and talking, I have just been trying to share some nuggets that will hopefully inspire you to whatever you're called to do. And so, you know, we've been on this kick where we've been talking about things that successful people do to grow. And so, let's see. So today, yesterday we talked about you having a mentor. Today, I want to talk about listening to your mentor's instruction and take massive action. Okay? Successful people listen and take massive action. Okay? That massive action that you take, you are challenging yourself every single day, every single moment of the day to do the thing that you're supposed to be doing. Okay? And what I will let you know is that is the breaking point of most successful people. They either do it or they don't. But that part, you become a doer in this season, right? And so with that massive action will do, you might not be good at what you're doing. So for instance, when I first started my business, I never did like presentations before. And so one of the people who were training me said, you need to do at least 1 to 2 presentations a week. And I was like, what? How am I going to do that? I don't even know that many people to do that many presentations, right? Because I didn't know how to attract people. I didn't know how to connect with people in the way that I know how to connect now with, right? But it wasn't. It brought up a lot of things. It brought up self-sabotage, fear of the unknown. It put me in a place where I was just like really nervous to do it because I didn't know. I'm not saying I didn't like my voice, but you know, I didn't really think that I had anything to bring to the table, right? So I didn't trust what I was doing was right. So what massive action did for me, my wife would say, you need to do it scared, do it anyway. And so that's what I did, I just did it anyway. And so the first thing I did to challenge myself is in my local library, there was a presentation room. So I created a poster. I called it, what was the name of that daggone presentation? Cup of, I can't even remember the name of it. It was something in your cup of something. But it was leadership in your cup, or so I can't remember the name of it. But I remember that first presentation. Nobody came. But my mentor said, it's okay. If nobody comes, you still do your presentation. You still do everything as if people were in the room. And so, you know what? The first time I did it for a little while, but then I thought to myself, this is dumb. Ain't nobody here. And so I didn't listen. So I did a little bit, and then I closed the door, I put it down. And so my mentor asked me, he was like, so how did the presentation go? It's like, nobody showed up. He was like, good. Did you do the presentation anyway? So I was like, no. He was like, no, go back and do it again. So I was like, okay. I was like, but what's the point? Like, if nobody's there, I'm just talking to the room. I'm just talking in the air. But he was like, it's not that nobody's there. It's just, you're just not in the room where people are. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? Nobody's there. And he was like, no, people are there. You are beginning to, you speaking and practicing, it's going to let you get your ums out. It's going to let you get your ahs out. But it's also going to get you more confident in your presentation. So when people are in the room, it's not going to seem like you just started. It's going to sound like you're a seasoned veteran. And I was like, okay. All right. So I began to do it. And so I did another training. One person showed up. And so that really was my first time doing it. And so I and a whole lot. But I got a sign-in sheet, and so I had the information. And so as I was doing that, I began to understand, the words that I use, how I say it. I start looking up videos and stuff and how people say things and do presentations, and how different types of words to use about how many people know, get participation in the conversation, different things to work the crowd, to get the crowd engaged in what you're teaching and what you're talking into. And so I say all that to say is that you have to take massive actions to get over your fear and turn your fear into confidence, turn your fear into faith, so that you can knock down anything that was set up to stop you from going forward in what you're called to do. And so there is a small percentage of people who will hear this video, and even a smaller percentage of people who will take the initiative to massive action. But in that massive action, do it all the way. Do not shorten your skill sets, your presentation. Don't shorten your products. Don't hold back on presenting your products, telling people about what you do. Go all out. Go all out. And then from there, you'll take assessment. And so we'll talk about that tomorrow, okay, for the Walk With Me Challenge. But I thank you for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, love y'all. Bye-bye.